YouTube is not good for the classroom. It's just not good. Um, Reasons. Number one reason is our number one resource as teachers. More than the internet, more than any technology tool, is time. And YouTube is a massive waste of time. I've been in classrooms where, while the students are doing an art project, they'll listen to music, or sometimes even during like normal, not art projects, like math projects or things like that. The teachers will let them listen to music, and often the kids will pick YouTube as their way. They won't plug in an iPod that has 500 hours of music, and they just press play and they listen to music. They listen to YouTube, where you have to find a new song every 3 minutes. And I've even been in a classroom where the kids are taking turns. Who gets to pick? And you spend 5 minutes picking a song, and the song's 3 minutes long, and it's just a massive waste of time. Now, what are your arguments, Kendra? You said that there are so many educational videos on there, and this is true. There is a lot of educational videos on YouTube, but for the most part, they are lecture based, with maybe like some cool little quick cut scenes or something like that. But overall, it's lecture based, and so if a kid has a different type of learning, that's where they don't benefit from lecture based teaching, then YouTube doesn't really offer them anything different in that way, in that aspect, than just an in classroom lecture. And I might say, well, it's more what's the word that's always used? It's not like enticing, but it's basically that it's more interesting, right? But I think that there's nothing more. I think that real life lectures with a real life person in front of you that you can confirm things and ask questions to is always going to be way more intriguing than a video, even if it has little cartoons that dance across the screen and stuff like that. So, and so two questions I think we always need to be asking ourselves as teachers is one, how are we wasting our time? Because we will be here and there, and we need to be cognizant of that and think how are we wasting our time and trying not. And the other thing we need to constantly be asking ourselves is, just because it's new technology or available technology, is it something that actually benefits my students and actually gets you to where you want to be, and accomplishes your goals as a teacher, or what you want for your students. So that is why I think no YouTube in the classroom. Well, okay, I guess there are some instances, but most of the time, it's a waste of time. I'm sure Kendra will talk about the times it's good.
So you've heard Dustin's point of view as to why he doesn't think that YouTube is a great idea in the classroom, and all I can say is, Dustin, you've got it wrong. YouTube is probably one of the best tools that we have for engaging students in learning in the classroom. It allows teachers to explore even deeper a topic that they're already covering with their students in class. It allows teachers to go beyond the walls of their classroom and look at things in brand new ways that you would not be able to experience in your classroom or in your school or community or even city, province, country that you live in. You could look further into things like science experiments. Maybe you want to learn something about chemical reactions that's just too dangerous to do in a school setting. Or perhaps you could take a field trip, virtually sort of, going and visiting different animals in their natural habitats, seeing animals in the ocean or the rainforest, or anywhere, or maybe even go to outer space. Learn about things from the space station or the point of view from outer space, which certainly gives a different perspective on the world that we live in. Through YouTube, you can also learn from others and connect with others across the world. So you're really creating a global community and allowing students to see how other people across the world work, how they communicate, how they do things, without having to leave your own classroom. You can also link videos from YouTube into things like Google Classroom and countless other apps that are available for teachers to drag and drop information that students can access not only in their classroom, but once they leave. So they want to share with a friend who's not in their class, mom or dad, or work on an assignment from home. They have that ability all through YouTube. We can also learn other skills. So we might be able to learn about something that we've never done before. If you want to learn how to do a new dance move and incorporate that into something like a creative dance movement section in your phys ed class, or maybe you're looking to do like a new art technique, or maybe even a new way to solve a math problem. You can access that all through YouTube. You and like Dustin was saying, he's like that it's a waste of time, that maybe a lecture style isn't the best way to engage our students. And certainly there are lecture styles available online. I mean, there's over 450,000 educational videos available on YouTube, and that number continues to grow every day. And while some of them might not be the best type of lecture or the best type of video to show in your classroom, that's the teacher's job, is to really filter what's available out there and find the things that are going to work best for their classroom. Um, and I don't think that YouTube is meant to replace a teacher. Certainly, a teacher's job is fundamental in making sure that our students are having the best experience that they can and are learning the most that they're able to. But YouTube allows a conversation to be started. So by taking a video, examining it as a class or as an individual student, those students can then bring their thoughts and ideas to the rest of the class, and a conversation can be had, which can lead into more teaching, more subject-based material. I also think YouTube is like incredibly easy to use. My mom can use it, my grandma can use it, primary students can use it. It can be really used in any class, in any subject, and it's really engaging for the students. Having the monotonous day after day thing where maybe you have routines all the time, and this is how we were taught maybe as kids, but certainly I think having a video or that multimedia type of platform really engages the students. It's something visual, it's appealing, and you can make it even entertaining while being educational. There are so many videos out there that, yeah, they might be kind of funny and silly, but a lot of them still have a really great message. And I'll link a few of them in my blog post here for you to see just how something that's still really funny can be really entertaining. I also think it's a great tool to engage students in becoming a part of increasing their knowledge of that digital citizenship and teaching them what's appropriate to post on YouTube, getting them to do projects that that maybe are for a class or a specific subject area, and having them share their projects with whether it's their school community or posting it on a public YouTube forum kind of page, allows them to really share their ideas with the world, and that's kind of a neat idea. Obviously, teaching them about digital citizenship is something that we need to do as we become a more technologically advanced in our school communities, and I think YouTube provides that opportunity for it. Yes, there's always going to be times, Dustin, where YouTube might be a huge waste of time, and if the teacher hasn't properly prepared the right types of videos and you have to spend that time searching for something, that's definitely a big waste of time. Same if you just let kids go kind of free while on the app itself or online, searching for whatever. That could potentially be a waste of time. But if you, as the teacher, can guide students when they're looking on YouTube, I think it's a really great tool for just expanding the walls of our classroom, letting kids become part of that global community, and just experiencing things that might otherwise not be possible in a regular classroom. So thanks very much. That's my side of the story.